I thought it froze up. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Monday edition of Speak On It with my lovely co-host, the little diva, and it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana country boy, coming at you live all the way from Golden Chicken with my
You
sweet
silly.
tea.
With your sweet tea.
With my golden chicken sweet tea. Uh, they don't let me sit out here and use their facilities, so I'm gonna have to give them something back. Thank y'all for your facilitation of the facility that allowed me to facilitate. Thank you,
And they didn't
and
want you to
for your
advertise that. They don't want you to advertise your facility.
well, I asked them if they want to come out here and say hey or something,
But no,
and the
I
lady
was
said
saying
nah.
to say where you're at.
Well, well, yeah, I'm at I'm here at Golden Chicken. Oh, you talking
There
about
you go.
where the
One of your
location?
favorite places.
My favorite place, Golden Chicken, right here. Where we at? Lord, I don't know. On this road right here. Y'all come on out Golden Chicken, get y'all some sweet tea. Cause after I get done with the show, I'm going in there and get me some of them old
I
nuggets.
saw a golden chicken out here.
Really?
I
They got the
did, and
best sweet tea.
I saw it yesterday, and I thought about you.
They got the best. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all.
They got some. They
Y'all
got
know,
some chicken. They got some chicken without the bone.
yeah, they got some chicken without the bone.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
I didn't
You
know.
didn't know that?
Didn't
Look, let
know.
me tell you. Now, the other thing I heard, I haven't tried it. The other thing I heard, I don't know why I'm talking about these folks. They're gonna have to pay me for this, and they can, but they're gonna give me a piece of chicken or something. But what I heard was really good. I have not tried it, but my niece says the fish is wonderful. Um, what? What was that? You don't like fish?
So I have this thing.
Uh
It's
oh.
just
Uh
me.
oh.
It's only me.
Okay.
I don't trust
Oh,
the chicken shack, as my papa used to call it, chicken shacks, to cook chicken and fish in the same
the
place.
cooked fish. Let's
Not
see.
the fast food chicken shacks. I don't
I
trust
mean,
them.
I get
I
you.
believe they putting their chicken and the
I,
fish and the fries
I
in that same grease.
ain't the
I
same
just
grease. No,
I believe they do.
no,
I'm not
no,
saying golden chicken does. I'm
no.
just saying
But some place,
I don't.
well,
When I
yeah,
go to
you
horse
have you.
chicken, I, I love horse chicken, but I won't ever order none of their fish.
Look, now that's fun. Now, yeah. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get
And
it.
I'm not saying they do golden chicken. I'm not saying that you cook your chicken and your fish in the same grease. I'm saying that I don't trust you to separate your
And
chicken
that's
and
that,
your fish.
and that's okay. Now let me tell you the other thing they got. Them old yeast rolls they got here. Oh Lord, them yeast rolls. I should have made me an order before I came out here because now I'm sitting up here talking about and the the green beans and the fried okra right there. They definitely. I will come up here. I will come up here for an order of green beans because their green beans are delicious. So golden chicken, y'all own that thing. Y'all know that. So if y'all anywhere around, Old Country Boy done told y'all I'm up here rooting and tooting on golden chicken. That and please don't forget to get no sweet tea because they got the best sweet tea going. Okay, and I love me some sweet tea. So golden chicken, sweet tea, golden chicken. They fried okra, and they what's the other thing? And they rolls. Ooh, mm, that's a meal right there. Oh, I tell you. All right, enough
Ah,
about
I'm
food.
having problems filling this tea.
What happened? What happened over yonder?
I figured you didn't want me to talk about chicken shacks not cooking they fish and they chicken in the same grease. I figured
I
you
I
didn't.
do I do understand.
But I wasn't talking
Look,
about golden chicken.
no, I know that there are some places that will double dip. Look, I ain't even gonna call no name, but there's a place back home. that the place be
So double
packed.
dip.
I think it's on Wednesdays because that's when they change the grease. They don't change the grease for one.
See what I'm telling you?
I ain't gonna call no name, but there's a
Don't
place.
call no names. Because
I ain't. There's a
you
place.
might need a podcast from that one day.
There's a place back home once a week when they change the grease. Boy, that place be packed. I'm telling you.
Well,
Boy,
everybody know that's when they change the grease.
Yes. It ain't no secret, y'all yonder. We from the country. We don't keep no secrets. No. Not like that. Not about no food.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. I am gonna say it. So I think it's one thing for the restaurant to not change their grease for one day a week. But we at home all our lives, we didn't keep the grease.
Keep it. Strain it. Strain it.
Yeah.
Look, I heard that there's a way that you can somewhere. I don't know. That thing was either on TikTok or something. How you can like do it, cook it, and like not you put like a strainer or something in the pan, like underneath when you're frying, and then when you lift it up, it takes all the crumbs and stuff out. Cause you put in. We used to have them buckets. You put in there these large buckets. You keep it.
I remember my mom had this little thing that you pour the grease into. It was very gross looking, and as an adult, I ain't trying to do that. But I remember the grease being in there when I was little. I lost you?
All I know is, no, I'm here. All these things keep popping up. I was one of them. Where you buy the thing at the store with the grease in it, with the lard in it, with the white, the blue. I think it used to be blue, and then you just pour the grease in there. You kept it. We kept it on. Mama kept it on the stove. Look, you use that. You rub it around the pan. Yeah. Wasn't nothing but that. I'm telling you, I don't know. Ain't nothing ever happened to me in all them years meeting that old grease, so I'm okay. I mean it.
Well, anyway, y'all. Hey, what's up? We are happy to be here today on Monday evening. Yes, we are earlier than our regular 8 o'clock, and we decided to do this because it's our show and we're doing it, right?
Say it again.
We decided to change the time today. We didn't ask for no permission.
Your approval is not needed.
It's our show.
But look, I'm gonna act like her now. But we so appreciate y'all being here. Okay, we appreciate y'all coming.
We switched personalities today.
We appreciate y'all coming. We thank you so much for tuning in. We know it's a little bit early and it's out of our regular. But what she said, y'all heard what she said.
Just tune in. Thank you for tuning in. We good.
We gonna be here until we ain't here. When we ain't here, we ain't gonna be here. But until then, we gonna be here. We gonna be here. So how was your day?
My day was pretty good. This was the very first day of our 40 and 4 days, 40 and 4, which means 40 hours and 4 days. So we work 10 hours a day, so we can be off on Friday. But we found out today, y'all know HISD has been taken over.
The big takeover.
It's so funny that one of the Houston Federal Teachers Union people, she is hilarious. And the way she writes her little newsletters to tell us what's going on, the day that they took over, he said, yeah, he came in like the thief in the night. And they told us they didn't even know who he was. But on Wednesday night, he slipped on in with a cloak and dab. It was, I'm going to have to find it. It's so hilarious. But anyway, so he did come in. And I don't think I've ever talked about on this show or my show yet. But I'm not going to say too much right now. But what I will say is I was kind of excited about them coming in and doing something different because I think something needs to be done. And I'm not even necessarily talking about those schools. Some of those schools that were failing, they came up. Those schools actually are not F schools anymore. So that part, yeah, I don't think that's fair. And then we found out that the feeder patterns of North Forest, Wheatley, and one other one, all of those teachers at all those schools, and it equals up to 29 schools, are going to have to reapply for their jobs. And that's the teachers, the maintenance people, and the principals. Now, what I said first about I'm sorry. The first thing I thought, what the maintenance people, what they got to do with the grades? They not fixing the AC, so that messes up the grades. I mean, I don't know. That was the only thing I was like, well, why the maintenance people got to go? But I'm excited to a certain extent. I don't want to see anyone lose their job. I really don't. I don't want to see me lose mine. However, I think there are a lot of people, principals, who are not in the right place. I think that there needs to be more check-ins, as you
Right.
will, on our leadership as far as principals are concerned. I've seen firsthand that morale is low because we turned up the music.
Did they turn it up?
Yes.
They
Anyway,
won't.
Lots of principals are not treating their staff and their teachers with respect.
Right.
And it's not right. You know, I've seen some things with these
Right.
teachers who do a lot of things. I mean, teachers being told you don't do anything. You don't do nothing. I mean, I've seen it, heard it with my own eyes and ears. So
Right.
some of these things are going to come out in this wash, which I'm actually, and again, I don't want to see nobody lose their job per se. I would like people placed, and when I saw him right, I would like people to be placed in the positions that they're qualified for and that they're good at.
Right. Right.
Where they fit. Because
Right.
some of those, and I'm just going to be honest here, this is speak on it. Some of those principles are misplaced. I don't know if they had leadership skills or soft skills. They have the education.
Right.
They have the years of doing whatever it is they do in the classroom, but do they have the years of not treating the tutors and staff like the children that they are teaching?
And that's no, and that's good. I mean, because I think that a lot of places, a lot of businesses, should go through that. Where you have to reapply. I think of that even with, sometimes with officers, with people. Sometimes you sit somewhere so long you become complacent. You don't put in as much as you used to. You feel like, oh, I done made it up the ranks, so I don't have to do certain things. I don't have, well, I can sit back and be the fat cat now, or I can push out orders. I think that it's always good to be like, hey, you know what? Now, come next year, you know what? You need to, no, you're going to have to reapply. You want this, then you need to reapply for it. You want to move up, because people become stagnant and they come in those positions. A lot of people, not everybody, but sometimes the drive and the motivation to do better because you've been there for umpteen years and you sit now and you counting how much time I got left. It's not about the reason that you started. And that's with a lot of different jobs. With customer service, with people who serve the public, with people who serve children, a lot of times it's not about the public anymore.
I personally don't agree on the reapplying every so years. I feel like if I'm doing a good job, I should be able to stay in my job. I've earned it, but I continue to earn it. But I do think some fire needs to be set up under the feet of the leadership. I think, and when I say fire, what I mean is to know every 3 or 4 years, there's going to be a holistic evaluation, meaning from your, because how can the area superintendent come and evaluate the principal? What is she being evaluated on? You ain't there to see how she acting and treating, and I'm saying how they acting on this campus. You're not here to see them send out a undercover chat to say, hey, my boss is on this campus today. You need to be on your P's and Q's. They don't see that. So I think every 3 to 5 years, there needs to be a holistic evaluation, meaning you do your evaluation on the job she's doing, but it also goes with the staff doing some type of evaluation, because evaluation, talk with the parents, the teachers, having some little kids. It needs to be a full range of people evaluating this person, because you can be sitting there, all that paperwork you got to do, all them checklists you got to do. We don't know how you acting as a person. How are you making the teachers feel on the campus? Are you making them feel like human beings? Are you making them feel like adults? Are you making them feel like professionals? And I don't just mean the teacher. I'm talking from the teachers to the professionals like me in the position I'm in. because we have programs that are on campuses. I worked for 2 of them, and both of those programs, the people on the campus and leadership have been allowed to treat us like we're trash and like we have no education and like we have no experience, like we're not professionals, like we're the kids. Matter of fact, they treat the kids better than they treat us. And there's no one to do, there are people to do something about it, but they're just not doing it. But it's not right. They were coming there to do a job to serve these children, making sure these children have the things that they need academically and non-academically. And to have the person who's supposed to be the head to be acting that way with people who are there to do their job is supporting these children to be successful human beings. Something wrong with that picture. And so I don't know if the music came back. I don't know if they're going to be looking for that, but I think it's going to wash out in the water. I think it'll come up in the water as they're going through stuff. It'll come up in the water. Again, don't ever want to see nobody lose their job unless they're not performing. If they're not performing, when I say performing and talking about leadership, I'm talking about performing in all aspects of the. You mentioned customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service needs to be. Customers are your teachers as well.
Right.
Customers are, that's all of us. We need to be, and I'm not saying you have to be with Pollyanna or anything, but you need to treat us with respect. You can't walk around campus and pull people you speak to, some you don't. You're the principal of the campus.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. No, I think that that's a good thing. I think that it's good. It's about holding people accountable. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, in every aspect, that's what we should do is hold people accountable, especially people who are in these positions. For one, to teach our young, we have to hold them accountable for the jobs that they're doing. And I ain't mad at it. Do your thing, HISD. Do your thing. Do your thing, Mr. New Superintendent, Vice President, or whoever you make. Do your thing, sir.
And I like that he's doing some of this so he can give some of these teachers some huge raises. But some people got to go. You know, I don't like that. I mean, that's kind of sad. But if you are good, you know, so some people that probably, I think they should have offered a early retirement. I do. I think they should have offered an early retirement. That way, certain teachers who I feel that they're going to be targeting, they would have had a way out. Then, if they wouldn't have taken the early retirement benefit, then if you get into the non-rehire pot, then it's kind of on you because you didn't go for the retirement. You know.
Well, I mean, you know, and on the other hand, I don't know. I ain't a teacher. But you know what? They knew what they
Teachers
wasn't
are
doing.
educators. We talking about everybody around the board.
But they know what they wasn't doing. They knew if they was slacking. So you know, they knew that they were supposed to do a certain kind of job. They know if they weren't doing, in their heart, they know, like, you know what, that them the ones running around biting their nails.
But you got to keep in mind, country boy, these schools that he's talking about, let's just say Wheatley, it was an F school, and now it's a B school. So they worked their asses off for the last 2 years.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. That's kind of the part I'm concerned with. Those teachers that's been busting their butts for the last few years. You know, even with Superintendent House, he did a good thing in 2 years. You know, some of the take away the teachers, because I'll say that too. I kind of have an issue with that we only talk about teachers. I think teachers are the world. There wouldn't be no you, no me, no education. There would be no doctors, lawyers, firemen without teachers. So yes, they should be making $100,000 a year. But you got to also remember those other people too that's there with those kids that they may not need to make that amount, but they probably need to be making what the teachers are making now.
Right.
I think that would be a good.
Well, I'll just tell Mr. New Superintendent, just come ask the old country boy. I got a little bit of advice. Look here, cut some of that overhead. You know, that big old what you call it, the school district thing that's got about 60 million employees over there. And
all these layers in one department, all these layers of managers.
Knock them down, buddy. Knock them down. All of them in there. And when you come walking, everybody act like they doing something. Knock them down, buddy. You know them that they got to pass that one piece of paper over to this next one to pass it to this next one. Yeah. Move some of them up out the way.
Move some of them on up out the way.
And then it gives an opportunity for those funds to be geared towards the teachers who deserve it. And I agree. You know, I think
if they're doing their job.
Yes, I think that there is never enough being said or done for the teachers. I will just
Absolutely, I agree.
I have no. It blows my mind to why their pay scale is so low for what they do. Why it is so low. A CEO of a company became that because somebody taught him.
Amen.
Because somebody taught him. Because somebody took the time out to teach him. But those are the ones who get the least money and the least recognition.
Yep.
And they put in so many years of dedicated service. A lot of them, dedicated service, but they get no support. So, you know what, hey, Mr. New Superintendent, old country boy just got a suggestion. Just knock some of them on down. You know, some of them folks in the office that really ain't doing nothing. That's making more than the teachers that's out there busting their butts.
And I try to correct people when I be out and about somewhere. They talk about, oh, let's give it up for the teachers. Okay, let's give it up to the teachers, but let's please remember the other educators, because we work hard. We work really hard, and as in the position that I'm in, I have to see a lot of, I don't want to use the word devastation, but I have to see a lot of things that are children who are underserved and need food and need shelter and need all kind of things, you know. That's it's a hard job, and thank God we work. And the funny thing about it is the teachers work so well with the programs. The teachers work great with the programs. They want these programs here to help people, because they actually call out the programs and say, hey, this student is this, can you help this student with this? They appreciate what the program does. But it's the higher ups, if you are not you're not a yes person, or if you're someone who stands up for themselves, you can forget it. And yeah, if you say, well, no, you cannot have a food drive to feed the hungry children on my campus, I'm going to ask a question, because I want to understand, why can't I help this family that needs food?
Right.
I have to go get in my car, what I did was I have to work around it, and I get in my car and I go to the food bank place of church, stand in line, drive through the line, and get the food, and get the families to come in and get the food from me, because I can't have do you know, if I had a food drive, what I would be able to do? If I had canned goods in my office to give these people, I could say, come, which is some canned goods and some non-perishable foods. I got them in my office, and then give you a voucher to Fiesta, or if I could do those kinds of things. But a lot of the principals now think about the perception of their schools, which I don't understand that, because I get that there are some affluent parents there, but what about the ones that are not affluent? What about the ones that do need food? What about the ones that do need clothing? We just supposed to forget about them?
Yep.
Right?
And that's so unfortunate. I mean, that's that thing you have to really remember. For me, it's always remembering why you're in whatever position that you're in. Remember why you're there. If you're a doctor, remember why you wanted to become a doctor. You wanted to help people. If you're a teacher, if you're educated, remember why you want to do it. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying anything is easy, but I'm saying what makes it is you remember why you started it. Remember why you started the journey. And that's my main thing, is remember why you started it. Remember why you wanted to go out there and help. Sometimes we do. We forget that. We forget that we get in certain positions and we forget.
Yeah.
We forget that we are there. We're there to help and to serve others.
Help and serve. And, you know, when we were talking about what should happen to teachers, like having to reapply or having to do an evaluation, you remember the show called Undercover Boss?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's the one. That I saw so many bosses who had lost the sight of what they started this thing for.
Yes.
And it humbled them to go back in that role and realize, wow, I forgot this, or I forgot, oh my God, look at what they're doing. Yeah. I think when doing a random undercover boss type thing might help some of these principals get back, because one of the principles that I'm thinking of is because my disclaimer is I'm not just talking about one principle, talking about in general.
Right.
Because these stories are all over the place. For some reason, ain't nobody up here asking the people in this area what's going on. But if they had to do an uncover boss, maybe. Because I was telling someone the other day that I know these principals got into these positions, and some of these leaders got in these positions because they love children. They wanted children to be successful. They wanted children to,
Right.
they wanted to be a part of helping these children to go off and lead successful lives, right? But I guess after you go to school and you go to school and you go to school, you teach in these classrooms, it gets lost somewhere.
And
I guess
and a
in a
lot of it, I think,
situation, uh-huh,
and I think, and I don't know because I ain't never been neither one. I ain't never been a teacher. I ain't never been a principal. I
right.
ain't never been. But I think a lot of it comes when you move up, and then they put more administrative stuff on you.
Hmm.
That takes away. Okay, well, we need you over here doing this administrative stuff. Look here, don't you have an administrative building? Look, have them to do that because what I need to do is administer to my students, and take care of my students. Um, and it becomes, unfortunately, in so many things, it's a numbers game.
Is definitely
It's
number.
a numbers game. Okay, how many do we have? And if you don't fit into that percentage of whatever it may be, you're lost.
Yeah.
You're lost. And that's the administrative part of it. That's the you know I know that these, and I have to believe that these principals really do have a heart, but somehow the upper echelon tells them remove the heart and look at the numbers.
I believe somebody might tell some of them, but some of them have just lost their freaking heart.
And
They've lost their own heart because,
yeah,
and I mean, and I hate to cut you off, but I had to because it made me think about. I was just telling somebody today that when I was at Lone Star, it was hard for me to get leadership positions. I did get some, but it was some certain ones that I wanted. I would have, and after a while, I realized I will never be a leader here because I'm not the one to sell my soul to the devil.
right,
You can't tell me when I get this job, I'm gonna need you to get hard, be hard on this person, this person, because we want them, we want to
right.
rotate them out the door. Can't do that to me. But some people are okay for those positions and for the money to sell their soul to the devil
That's
and
true.
try to treat people bad. Are they this particular person I'm thinking about came from poverty. They came from hard times. So how can you not see that there are kids that are where you were where you may have needed help? Now,
Right.
but anyway, I didn't want to cut you off, but I had to say that because I said that today um the hard part.
Hmm.
You should not go somewhere and be vulnerable, I think, enough, gullible enough, or power hungry enough to
Mm.
allow someone to take your heart away or tell you your heart needs to be black. You can't do that to me. So
Right. Right.
that's another reason why I know that I struggle with certain things because I'm not the yes person.
Right.
I'm not going to do that to people. I'm going to treat people with the respect that they gave me. Now it's a whole nother story now when you disrespect the little people. That's
There
what
you go.
that's because as I say, as I get older, I tell you that all the time. But as I get older, my tolerance level for
Right.
people
Right.
being
Right.
unreasonable or being mean. I used to could walk away, grin and bear, bite my teeth, bite my lip, but not so much now. I don't have it. And I get, me and a young lady was talking about it today that she feels because she's younger, they just kind of tell her what she's supposed to do and she's supposed to just follow it, right?
Mm.
And I said, but that doesn't even, they still need to teach her with respect. I said,
Right.
however, when I was growing up, at 53 years old, I still meet people or work with people who are older than me. I give them so much respect.
Right.
So that's I'm gonna say I was raised right because I don't know what happened to why you treating somebody at a certain age this way.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
I,
And
I
maybe it
agree.
has
I
nothing
mean,
to do with that. I don't know. Maybe
but
you shouldn't respect people because of their age. I don't know.
well, I mean, I think it's just across the board. You just treat people with respect.
It's fact.
You just treat people with respect. It doesn't matter if you from 8 to 80. You just treat people with respect. Uh,
How you want to be
because
treated?
right again, that doesn't go to anything other than your character. That speaks to your character, how you treat people. Um,
Mm.
And a lot of people just don't. I don't know if they don't know or don't care. Some people just don't care.
In
Uh,
my daughter's words, some of them were just raised by wolves.
you know, yeah, yeah,
I don't
or
know,
coyotes, or
something other than
some,
human
yeah,
beings that have human hearts. And I mean, I hate to
yeah.
say that like that, but there are some people in this world, you know. Okay, so talking about customer service, you mentioned customer service. I'm fixing to boycott KFC over here by my house.
What?
I don't know if I ever shared with you that I would boycott a place. And they
Yes, you have.
may not even know that I boycotted, but I know I'm boycotting. I ain't spending my money in your facility, especially if you don't have no number for me to call nobody else. And you won't give me a number to call somebody else.
They wouldn't give you no. Ooh, that's bad.
Oh no. And then it was I'll have to talk about it on another show because I want my blood pressure to go high. So I'm gonna pin that.
Yeah, I'm big on customer service. That's just my thing. Is really, really, really big. Again, for me, customer service only speaks to your character. Um, you know that you just treat people. You treat people with kindness and respect. Everybody is not. I get it. Again, everybody don't have it. Everybody is not there. Some people were there and they just left and they forgot where they came from. I don't know. Uh, and look, I'm not saying that it's easy, but I'm saying again, your core values. Those things don't go away. Your
They don't go
core
away.
values don't go away. Yeah, we all slip up and oop, but what we have to do. There go my cousin. That's my cousin down there, boy.
Hi,
That my that
cousin.
my that my California cousin. That's the
Hey,
Reverend.
California cousin.
That's the real pastor right there. But it's those core values, and a lot of people have missed it. Have missed it. Well, you know what? I think what we have done, all of us, at some point in time, somehow, some way, is we have been drawing lines in the sand. We've allowed people to be disrespectful. We've turned our heads and our ears when we hear disrespect
Mm-hmm.
because I remember one I was in Bible study. True story. I was in Bible study. Yes, y'all, I went to Bible study. I was in Bible study, and they were having a conversation about gentlemen or younger men about seeing them with their pants down, and the older men were saying, "Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to them because you know how crazy they." Well, if you don't say something to them, if you don't say anything, and I'm not saying anything in a disrespectful or harsh manner, but have a come. Well, you just know, no, because that's not how I feel. I feel that if I see something that's wrong or disrespectful, and I overlook it, and I don't say anything or I don't address it, even if it's not towards me, but it is in my presence, then I'm just as wrong as the other. And I'm not saying, people are, well, they ain't gonna kill me and pull a gun. If you know how to carry it, and we all know when to walk away, like, you know what, that's fine, young man, or that's fine, young lady.
Well,
But in a
I'm
loving,
sorry, but I agree with them people because nowadays you don't have
well,
time to walk. I mean, seriously,
hey,
sometimes you don't have the opportunity. Now, I might would tell them in church, at school, but
well,
I ain't gonna just be down the street and see Pookie with his pants down to his knees and tell him nothing because you won't
well,
have
I'm
time to walk away sometimes in this world that
well,
we're
and I,
living
I, I
in.
do get that. I'm saying that when the opportunity avails itself to us,
Right place and right time.
and that we can take people in love.
Yeah.
People know when you coming in love or when you coming at them. Oh yeah. Hey,
Some do. You can't
we
put
we,
that on.
we look
I didn't want the
look
people in love. I didn't want them
you
in there
know
all love.
old country boy can
And
talk
not
about
only do
today.
they cuss you out, but they mama come back and say, "How dare you tell my child blah 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 blah." So
You know,
you can come
and
in love.
I say that because you know what happened to me today. I
Yeah.
know. Um, And I, I know you've been trying to get me to go on. All right, I'm gonna go on. I think that if we address more things in love, if we take the time out and remove our selfishness and understand some things are so much bigger. Some things are so much bigger. Sometimes it is we may be the only ones in the words, hey, you know what? Think about what you're doing. I'm not telling you to change. I'm just telling you to think about it. I'm just telling you that as we say every time on here, that look, we care about you, we love you. You ain't gotta do it. But maybe they've never heard it. Maybe they've never had it. And so many of us turn our heads against it, but then we complain about it when we see it, but we're not doing anything about it. We talk about sharing love, we talk about forgiveness, we talk about all these things, and that's what it is. For a lot of people, it's just talk because it sounds good. It sounds good to bust open a church door. Sounds good. It sounds good to roll around with your Bible in the front seat. It sounds good. All of that sounds wonderful, but are we actually acting on it and taking the moment, taking the time? As you said, that person in the store, that checker that's got the nasty attitude, baby, baby, you standing behind the counter, cash register with a job. That's some people ain't even got one.
And I agree. I just think that we have to be realistic. Um, just like me, I think I told you one time, and it's gonna sound ugly to some of y'all, but whatever. Um, you'll understand if you're a human being, you'll understand. I was very upset about something, like devastated, just upset. And I don't even remember the situation, but whatever it was, I was very upset. And I remember a lady and a girl coming to me and she started quoting me a scripture. And normally that would have been okay. But at that moment right then, I
Right,
did not need a scripture. I didn't need a
right,
scripture. I
right,
just did, and I told, and I did have to go back up high, but I say, look, so and so, because I said her name. I do not need a scripture right now.
right,
I need for you to listen to me and let me say what I need to say. Let me vent this out, not a scripture. And
right.
so I'm
No,
saying it's got to be the right thing, right time, right place for people to receive it. Because I do believe people do. I understand what you're saying. They may come to them, and just act crazy with them. But 9 times out of 10, if someone's open enough to tell you about your pants sagging, or they are coming to you in love because it's some people that's rude, but some people do come into you as me being at schools all these years. I know we gotta tell them to pull up their pants, but sometimes I'll be like, come here, little rabbit. And I said it nicely. I'll do that because I can relate. I've related to them. I
right,
have some
right.
type of relationship with them. I've built some rapport with them. But no, I'm not just walking up to a stranger on the street in
No,
these days.
no, and I get that. I'm saying again, mine was when the opportunity is there, and that
Mhm.
we can take time out for people. We can show some
Yeah.
people love and kindness, and I think a lot of people just talk about it and complain about it.
Mm-mm.
And Lord knows I ain't saying that it's easy. Let me tell
Mm.
you, uh, if I could, if I could give back this thing that I do, woo, I sure would. If I could give, sometimes I just want to be like, you know what? Look here, look at here. Um,
Well, the conversation we had earlier today, I don't know if you want to get into that, but that's totally different. I think you took an opportunity to not only help and assist someone, which most of us do, lots of us do. And you had this
yeah,
conversation with this person and it helped him. That's a whole different thing. And I guess I need to take out of my head the saggy pants thing because I know that's a whole other issue. So
that's a whole nother.
that's why I need to get away because that's dangerous. So that could be
And,
your life. But situations where you can, because I do, and I think a lot of us do as we get older, say things to people about.
right,
Now I can tell people especially if they're a teenager and they're in the store looking
right.
at me upside the head, or don't, because my pet peeve is when you ring up my grocery. and you stand there and look at me. And I see the price up there, but that ain't my job. And how much I owe you.
Right.
You need to tell me how much I owe. It's not my job to read how much I owe you.
Oh,
So
I
those
agree.
I will say those things because I think that will help them not get
Right.
cursed out by somebody couple ways
Right.
down.
It's all teachable moments. I
Yeah,
think that
teachable moments.
life presents us with so many opportunities to
Yeah,
teach people, to
I
show
agree.
people love, to show people kindness.
Yeah.
Um, and I will get into my personal. I will tear this bag wide open. It's been a rough few days. Has it been a few days? I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been rough, y'all. Let me tell you, the humanness has been rough for the old boy. Um, I have gone through. Whew, I'm in the midst of moving to a new place. Thank you, Lord. Um, and however, that situation has been very stressful. Now I'm human. It's stressful. Today, as I got up this morning, I was um, left early, left early. Stopped by not my usual place, but I stopped by a new place today to get an old cup of coffee this morning. Well, I'm sitting in the vehicle getting ready to get out, and all of a sudden I hear this major crash into me. Um, and when I got out, this gentleman in his vehicle had crashed into the back of my car. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I jumped out like, cause look, I thought it was the popos pulling up on me. What y'all was But I jumped out and I looked, and I was my first. My first was like, God, Lord, what, Lord, like for real? Then the young man got out. He got out of his vehicle, um, and he came over and he was like, "Oh man!" And the young man, excuse me,
Bless you.
thank you. Um, the young man had been drinking. He was alcohol loaded. This was 6 o'clock in the morning. I was hurt. I was upset. I was frustrated. But then I looked, and he was like, "Oh, I can fix it. I can fix it." But see, I asked him the question. I said, "Okay, you can fix it. You can." I say, "But what if that would have been my child in there? What if that would have been somebody else? You're sitting here, you're drinking, and you're driving. You could have killed somebody else. Yeah, you can fix this vehicle." My exact words. "Yes, you can fix this vehicle this time. But what about next time? What about next time?" He told me his name. I asked him by his name, "Do you have a family? Do you have a family? Do you have somebody that loves you? What if you go out there and you kill yourself or you kill somebody else?" And he starts to tell me about all the things that he has going on. Well, man, look at here. Hold up, partner, because you got the right one. Just because you have a million things going on, I got a million and five. But I'm not out here
Mhm.
drinking and getting out on the road risking my life and somebody else's.
Right.
I asked him the question. I said, "You can fix this. You can fix this vehicle. You can. But when are you going to fix yourself? When are you going to fix you?" See, because what happens the next time? What happens the next time? Because understand this, and old boy right here knows this. That just because you think you have issues today and you drink them away or you part them away, guess what? Tomorrow you're gonna have some issues again.
Hmm.
Same thing I said to him. So when you fix this over here, this vehicle or this window that you broke or whatever it is, this material thing, when you fix that, when the next issue pop up, what if it's not fixable? What if you can't fix it?
Yep.
What if you can't fix it? It was mine. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't sitting up here thinking that I didn't jump out of the car thinking that we was gonna have this conversation. Okay, that was the last thing I jumped out thinking. But it became more than a man running into me. It became someone that needed something, that had something going on. Just like I know I have a lot going on, but I know that I can't allow all of this to disturb me enough to cause me to go out and get drunk or go out and do whatever. What I know is like, okay, is my issues bigger than me and my God? Is it? I took that opportunity. That young man, that young man stopped and he said to me, he was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, I'm serious." I said, "It ain't about no car, man. It ain't about the dent in the car, man. It's so much bigger." And I'm gonna try to just and little deeper, like it's been a struggle, but I know that everything that we do is so much bigger. It's not just about you going to that school and teaching. It's not just about us coming on here. Just y'all might think we just on here jibber jabbing, but it's so much bigger. I just pray that somebody understands how much bigger this is. That when Ladiva gets on here and she shares the things that are going on with her, it's because it's so much bigger. It is so much bigger because there are others that are going through that don't have the platform, that don't have anybody to go to and talk to, that think that they out here by themselves, that think that they're alone in it. It's so much bigger. We come here to encourage people. We go through, but we understand it's so much bigger. Y'all might think that, well, but they just running their mouth again. It's so much bigger. Don't miss the message that God is trying to send to all of us. We all out here going through some things. We're all out here struggling with something. We are all out here struggling and going through something. Whether it's depression, whether it's sickness, whether it's job, whether it's family, whether it's loss. We are all out here going through something, and we come here each and every week. We come here each and every week. My co-host, my friend asked me, "Do you want to go on?" I said, "I got to. I have to. I have to come." See, let me tell you something. For me, I ain't talking about nobody else. For me, obedience is better than sacrifice. Yeah, I didn't have to be here. She didn't have to be here. We go through, but we're here to encourage others. Through my pain, I hope that it brings healing to somebody else. That's that. I, I know a lot of people always think that I'm up, and I thank my co-host, I thank my friend This is my side. This is my side that's struggling through right now. This is my humanness. I'm not that great person that, yeah, I'm still happy and I still got joy. But if y'all want to know what it looks like for somebody else to be going through the storm and still have joy, look, I know that the storm gonna pass. That's why I'm still happy because I know I'm just in the storm. Like a lot of people are in a storm. A lot of people are in a storm. But I tell you, don't give up in the storm. Don't give up. Ladiva called me today and said, "Ooh, you know it's storming over here. But look outside right now." Just like that storm will pass. The storm that anybody may be in right now, whatever storm you may be in, it will too pass. I share openly and I share transparently because my journey may be a roadmap for someone else. That's what I pray. I ask the Lord, I know, I know, I know that God's gonna give us as He's gonna give us some tests. But see, I know for sure this test that I'm in is gonna be a glorious testimony. I can testify right now. I can testify right now that I know how good God is. See, with that young man today, I don't know if he will change him. I don't know if he will go out and do the same. I don't know. But I know I had to take the opportunity to just tell him, man, you better than this. You are so much better. That young man, I hugged him, I prayed for him. Would it change? I don't know, but I know what I had to do. I had to do my part. And God's gonna do the rest. God's gonna do the rest. So if y'all want to see us, y'all want to see somebody going through a storm, I'm going through. And I say the word, going through. Because one thing, I will not sit in it. Just like I asked the question a couple, how long will you mourn? See, understand this. I know one thing for sure. My weeping may endure for a night, but my joy is coming in the morning. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm not going to sit in weeping. I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on coming here. I'm here tonight because I'm pouring my oil that it may help somebody else. See, this oil may not anoint everybody, but it's going to anoint somebody. And I'm not going to miss the opportunity to pour on people. I'm not going to miss the opportunity to pour. I'm sorry.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your story. And of course, we're praying for you. I think you did a great thing, as I said earlier, about giving that person a chance, an opportunity to change. And no, you don't know that, but you know that you don't know if he's going to change, but you planted the seed. You gave him the seed to think about it. he's gonna wake up and he's gonna remember everything that you said to him, especially if you hugged him. He's gonna remember that you prayed for him. That's something we talked about something earlier about people aren't used to you saying what you want to say to them. When you pray for somebody, that means something to them, to be honest with you. It means something so much to someone that's in that particular whatever he's going through. Yes, some people are making excuses about what they're going through, but I guarantee you that young man is going to remember that. Just like being a teacher and educator, you want your students to find something. I can't think of the word I'm trying to use, but they're gonna think about things that you taught them, or that your children. They remember these things profound. They're gonna remember the profound things that you spoke into him, and so you helped him so much. No matter what you walked away with, you've helped him. So you need to feel good about that. Two, as I told you before, vulnerability is okay. It is okay to be vulnerable, and you're vulnerable more to our audience, which I think is so great that you trust them and everything. Me, you try to, I guess you said earlier, try to protect me. You don't have to do that because I'm your friend. So you can be vulnerable with me as well. You can cry to me as well. When you're talking to me, you don't have to be this strong person. And I'm gonna tell y'all don't be mad at me, but what I told him was, I want you to be faith with me. Like, God, if you are really of God, He does not expect you to be perfect all the time. He doesn't expect you to be happy all the time. He expects for you to be lost. He expects for you to have a down day. He expects these things are happening because you're not perfect. And when you are vulnerable to share and say what's going on with you, to say that you're going through this valley that's really hard to get through. When you get through the sunshine from the rain, and you get through that sunshine, people are going to see that. And that is when God's glory will be magnified, and people will see that you had this faith and you were going through, and they're going to see how you went through the fire and came out because of your faith, because of your belief in God and knowing that He's got you. But sometimes you just gotta do what I do and be like, look here, what's going on? Now help me, tell me what's going on. What am I supposed to be learning? Please, I ain't learning today, But I say that a lot. It's so funny. I was telling somebody that today. We're talking about, I don't know how we got on the subject of religion, spirituality, whatever. And I said, child, I look up sometimes and be like, no. I have to give me some time to understand what you're talking about. But so I share that with you publicly, that I do love you and I do care about you, but I also want you to feel that yes, you are a Christian. Yes, you believe in God. That's your daddy, that's your father. But He wants you to show people that you have moments that you go through. Because y'all gonna be mad at me, but let me just tell you what I told him too. I don't think you're fake. I will think you one of them fake Christians if I never see you have a moment. If you never have a moment, I think you're fake. That's just not how that's not how life is built up. That's not how God set it up for us to be always, the strongest person in the world. That is somebody who is that is God. You know what I mean? Yes, Miss Julie, God has him, and he just got to let go so God can put him in his arms and then say, hey, and give him the opportunity. You know how we always talk about if God feel like if you handling it and you doing it all, what he gonna do?
Listen.
He feel like he needs me, I step on him. But since he all happy and go lucky and he all right, I'm just gonna let him deal with it. But yeah, and I'm joking to a certain extent, but in real life, for real, it's okay to show us, because that's what makes us believe more. That's what builds our faith in God and prayer. And then because we see you going through and we get to see you come out of it. If that makes sense. I ain't no preacher, no means, everybody. These are Trina's words. These are Trina's truths. But yeah, and my friend did call. Well, I called my friend because I ain't heard from him all morning. I'm like, something is not right. And so finally, I text something. I thought it was funny. And when he didn't text back, to laugh or whatever. I was like, right. So that's when I called him, and I heard his voice very low, no excitement. I was like, "What's wrong?" And he did not want to tell me that. He finally went on and told me, but yeah. So we're praying for you, Donnie. Louisiana country boy. We know you're gonna be fine because we know that you know where your help comes from, and we know that you're gonna be all right because he got you. But
Yeah,
just
be
know that
honest.
we are your friends, and you can lay this on us at any time.
No, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I know it, and I share. It's another one of those steps on this journey. I thank
Hmm.
you and I appreciate you so very much. And you're right. I do protect you. I protect you like I protect my children as well. Like I ain't. That's just me. It's always wanting to be there for people, and always wanting to be able to help people, uh, putting myself aside and what I may be going through to be able to encourage others. I get that. Hey, look, if that's my kryptonite. That is what it is. That is my one thing. Um, but I thank
I
you
wish.
for allowing and for being the friend. I greatly appreciate it so very much. I tell you, I tell you publicly, I tell you openly, privately. I thank you so much for being there and being the support. This journey, I won't sit here and tell anybody like, oh yeah, this is. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something right now, just so y'all know. God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. Okay, understand that. It come on both sides. It don't matter if you it come. Trouble will come. This life is guaranteed to have it. It is guaranteed to have it. The one thing I will say about that is what we have to do, and what I know that I have done is I have surrounded myself by the grace of God with good, truthful, honest, loving, caring people. My circle may be as tight as the eye of a needle, but them in it is in it. Um, and they encourage me, and they uplift me, and I'm grateful for it. Let me tell you, what y'all got to do is you better get you some real ones. You better get you some real ones in your corner. Get you some real ones on your side, and understand that when things hit, and it will, the storms will come in our lives. Let's just make sure we anchored when it comes. Let's just make sure we anchored. Um, so this old boy, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Um,
Yes.
this is my therapy.
Okay.
This right here is my therapy.
So
So
silly. We have about 5 minutes left, y'all. So if y'all have anything that you want to say to Country Boy, any encouraging words, anything that you want to just add to the conversation about education, anything that we talked about tonight, if you want to add something, put it in the comment box. Excuse me, put it in the comment box. We would love to hear from you. We've mentioned it before. We want to make sure that we mention it every week, that we want this to be more of a interactive. We want to answer, you talk about your things, what's going on. We don't want to be the only ones always talking. Give us a topic too. If you want a topic to talk about, you can definitely put that in the comment. I want to say chat, but don't say chat on here. Say comment. Put it in the comment box, and we can definitely talk about it. Again, if you want to give encouraging words to Country Boy, um, prayers up to him. Um, yeah. I was gonna say something else. I do want to everybody to remember the teachers and the educators that are going through an HISD right now. Well, all of them, all over the world, but HISD in particular right now, who are full of anxiety because even though they're saying they're being transparent an inch at a time. It's everybody's mental health. Mental health has been a big deal since COVID. Now we have this, and it is mentally draining to not know what's going to happen tomorrow. You wake up and see that 29 schools going to be everybody got to including the maintenance people. That still throws me off. Have to be apply for a job. So that tells you we really don't know what's gonna happen. Never thought you'd wake up to that, right? And then I'm just make it funny. My daddy tried to tell me this on Saturday. I'm like, Daddy, that ain't what they ain't said that. They ain't sent us no email to say that. Then I saw it today. I was like, oh my God, I had to apologize to my daddy and say, Daddy, I know what you're talking about. But anyway, so that, Mr. Lewis, what else is happening? Something else is happening. You know, the young lady, y'all may not know, because I didn't know who she was. I know who her husband is, but her name is Jackie O. And she's an influencer of some sort. She's on a show called Wild and Out, but she passed away last week from a mommy makeup. I don't know the details of if she had other health issues. They're not saying any of that yet, but she had 3 beautiful, very young children. I think one of them is not even a year old, and she's gone. And she had these 3 beautiful kids left. So I want to make sure that we keep her in our mind and prayers of what's going on with her. Another person is today, and I'm sorry, y'all, but this is what's on my mind and my heart. The young man, I can't even call his name, but the guy, he's been on trial 3 times for the deaths of his parents. And I don't know if the man did it or not. We don't know. None of us know except him and God. And the person convicted and killed. But to send this baby through 3 trials is ridiculous. When they've not been able to come up with a what do you call it?
A verdict.
A real true verdict of everybody. Now you're gonna make a jury convict him. You're gonna keep going until you get a jury that will convict him. And so I want to pray for him. He does have a little baby now. He has a son. He's married now. He was 16 when that happens. He's 20 something now. And people are not the same people they were at that age. And no, I'm not saying anyone should get away with murder. If you can't, 2 juries can't find the man guilty, let it go. And if he did it, God is going to take it. He's going to have to answer to a higher power than the people in that jury did. Right?
Amen.
So somebody posted so funny. Somebody posted today when they were talking about him. You need to give me my tax refund for this trial. I thought it was so funny. Because it's true. You're using our dollars to find this baby guilty. You know, so him and his family, because they've been on, the grandmother and the grandfather and the uncles, they've been on saying it's draining them dry. Because they have to pay lawyers and stuff and do this stuff. They have, and then he cannot even go on with his life.
Right.
This is the third time in these years that he's having to wonder, am I going to be able to see my son be raised? Am I going to? He just can't go on with his life. So anyway, those are things that are on my heart today. And I just want everybody to remember those people that I mentioned in prayer and in your minds and your thoughts. And I think I am through for the night, but I do want to thank y'all for tuning in and chatting it up before I pass it on over back to Country Boy. Thank y'all for watching. And what I do ask is that you spread the word. Miss Julie, I thank you for sharing. You asked about the background music. The background music is because the Louisiana Country Boy. The Louisiana Country Boy is at the Golden Chicken Shack. And they have music in the background. So that's where the music came from. But share, like, comment, but also just pass the word. Word of mouth does so much. I believe in grassroots. Spread the word that we have a show. Come on Mondays at 8:00. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you. But thank you. I love you guys all, and I really, really, really appreciate the support. And I don't take it for granted. Make sure y'all look at Chat with Trina every Wednesday night at 7:00, right before the table talk comes on. Go to youtube.com/chat with Trina. Check out some of my interviews prior to speak on it. Check me out, and I hope that you guys enjoy me as much as you enjoy the Country Boy. And check out some of my videos, and support me too. Thank you.
I know she did. She be on that. She be on there doing that thing, girl. Y'all look. Chat with Trina. Chat with Trina, the original. Okay, man. That's
Look, I gotta find my number. Remember, I had a number written down. I need 143 subscribers
she
to
need.
get to my
Hey,
magic number. So
y'all go
y'all
and follow
please
her.
pass the word, tell people, chat with youtube.com/chat with Trina. Hit that subscribe and then click that little bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video.
And she gonna be doing some reels on that too. So y'all better catch her. Y'all. Hey, I'm telling you,
Friday
she
night we're
taking
gonna
over.
be at Jack's. Friday night we're gonna be at Jack's. Y'all know Jack's Bar and Grill. We're gonna be there because there's a awesome young man. He calls himself the Miracle Man, but he is I don't know if you can say that if that's politically correct. I'm gonna just say that he is special. He has a handicap. He has a handicap, so he doesn't walk. That's the word. He's paralyzed from waist down. There's so many new words that you can't say. I be trying to remember what way from waist down, but he comes out. He even gets up and do a little dancing. But I asked him about sharing his story. Because he was out here thriving, doing all the fun stuff with everybody else, and now he's there. And he's told me that I enjoy my life. I had to get up off my butt and start enjoying my life because this is where I'm at. And
Wow.
so he's gonna share his story with us live from Jack's on Friday. Don't ask me the time, so don't know.
You don't
But
know.
it'll be Friday.
We gonna be there.
We're gonna be there live.
We
Country
gonna be
boy,
live.
Country
We
boy
gonna
Frank
be
is gonna help me do a TikTok, one of his TikTok kind of
yeah.
TikTok.
We are going to do a TikTok as well. So y'all be waiting for the little D to come out with, and we're gonna do a TikTok. If y'all have any suggestions on what kind of music or what song we should do a TikTok to, that's welcome too. Cause I'll do anything. It don't matter to me, but that's just me. Well, look at
I'm a
here.
little bit country. She's a little bit rock and roll. I told you I want to do that so bad. Go ahead, take them home, country boy.
Look at y'all. I greatly, as well as Lil Diva, I appreciate y'all so very much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly, truly do. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for sharing. Um, this platform is God's platform, and we're both so grateful. We're so grateful. As I close this thing, look, I done said that about 3 times. You know what you say though? Um, I did the um, um.
It's okay. We real here. We
um.
real here. We ain't perfect.
But look here, I will say this, and I say it from the bottom of my heart. If God has given you a vision, um, just like He's given each one of us one, and I know that He's given you a vision, then you know what? You go for it. Don't worry about the people that say that you can't. Don't worry about the things that may come up. Don't worry about the rising of the water. Just keep your eyes focused. Just keep your eyes focused. Just keep your eyes focused on the vision. Because God will provide the provision if He's giving you the vision. And lastly, but not least, if you ain't heard it today, when you pop your eyeballs open and then you looked around, wasn't nobody there, didn't nobody say it. Then you went throughout the day looking around. I know it was kind of hot today and then a little bit of rain. But if you ain't here, if you ain't here, and if you ain't heard it by 8:15, guess what? You finna hear it right now. Look at here. If you ain't heard it, know this. We love you unconditionally, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Y'all check out Chat with Trina on Wednesday. Y'all be sure and follow her for Friday because she gonna be shaking the leg. I don't know if I'm gonna be around Wednesday. I might. Y'all know I'm building a new location. I like that. I'm building a new location, a new MW2 studio, new and improved. Thanks to Heavenly Father. Don't know when I'll be in it. I don't know. It might not be the next show. Might be. I don't know. But whenever y'all see me in it, that's when I'll be in it. Don't be asking no questions. Country boy, when you going to the new studio? When you see me in it, that's when I'm going now. Bottom line, I said what I said. but but I thank y'all so very much. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. My friend Ladiva, thank you very much. Thank you for your openness, your honesty. Um, if y'all have any comments that y'all want to leave, if y'all have any like she said, if y'all have any ideas about the show, just drop us a line. We don't mind. We don't mind because
tell a person, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
What they used to say, tell a friend, bring a friend.
Tell a friend, bring a friend, text a friend. Tell them about Speak On It.
There you go.
Tell them about Speak On It is hot. We talking about real stuff. Yeah, tell them sometimes they might get a sermon with it.
Yeah.
Every so
or here.
That's so funny.
Or the old country boy snot rag. You might get something. But look here, we thank y'all so very much. Look, little Diva, take us home. I guess I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and get me
enjoy your chicken.
I'm about to do it.
All right, y'all. Bye. And we love you. We love you and we love you. And we thank you for your support. And we do not take it for granted. And I will see y'all Wednesday on Facebook Live watching Chat with Trina. And then we'll figure out what Country Boy gonna do. Because he gonna pop up somewhere.
Somewhere. Might be a ticker talker.
See y'all later.
Bye.